Are you an investor or a consumer? Or maybe you think you're an investor, but you're actually not an investor. In this video, I'm going to cover the difference between an investor, an actual investor, and someone who's a consumer or maybe thinks they're an investor, and how you can invest even if you don't have a lot of money to invest at all. The goal is really to make money work for you, not work for money. Hi, my name is Michael Blanc. I help people become financially free with real estate. So many think that investing is only people with lots of money. Or you might be investing things that actually aren't real investments at all, that don't build generational wealth or passive income. Let's talk about the difference. When I first started out, I thought that my biggest asset was my house, my cars, the things that are on your balance sheet that really make up your net worth. And when I read Rich Dad Poor Dad, of course, it talks about the differences between liabilities and assets. And I realized that those things that I thought were investments actually aren't investments at all, because they don't produce money. They actually require money. Your house, your mortgage, it requires a mortgage payment. It doesn't actually bring rental income. Therefore, your house is actually a liability, not an asset. And that's when I started thinking about actual real estate investing, the kind of investing that generates cash flow. And so I started flipping houses. I flipped a lot of houses until I discovered that flipping houses actually is not a passive activity at all. It generates income, but it's a very active earned income. It's not money working for you, it's you working for money. Then I started landlording. I started accumulating rental portfolios, and I discovered that it takes a lot of time and you need a lot of houses to actually make reasonable income from those houses. And that was really not the kind of scale I was looking for if I wanted to replace my income. And that all changed when I discovered apartment buildings. I now realized that it is the most passive investment that builds generational wealth, because I can put a professional manager in place to manage it for me. I get cash flow coming from it, just like rental property, on a much larger scale. And I can affect the appreciation of the property by increasing the rent, which then increases the value of the building. I could then use other people's money. I didn't have to rely on my own money or the lack of money. I can actually raise it for money. And these times, it's a fantastic hedge against inflation. So all of these things put together makes apartment buildings really the ideal investment to build generational wealth and generate passive income. The cool things, over the last 6-7 years, we've helped hundreds of people do their first apartment building deal. What we discovered is that you don't actually need previous real estate investing experience, and you don't need your own capital. And this makes this asset class, apartment buildings, the #1 best way on the planet to become financially free. If you're curious more about apartment buildings and want to get started, then check out our Freedom Vault. That's at themichaelblanc.com/vault. We have a bunch of free resources for you that show you how to raise capital, how to find deals, how to get started with apartment buildings investing. That's all in the Freedom Vault. See you on the inside.